So we start out with sine equals negative 5 over 8, and secant is greater than 0. We know that sine is a y value, and that it is less than 0, so it's going to be a negative slope because m is less than 0, so we'll be going along here. And we know that x, which is secant, which is actually cosine, but secant and cosine are both x, is greater than 0, so it'll be a positive value. So we know it'll be in the fourth quadrant. So starting here, we have sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse, and we know our hypotenuse has to be positive. So we have negative 5 for our opposite side right here, and then 8 for our hypotenuse right here. So to find our third value of our adjacent side, we have to go and we have a squared plus negative 5 squared, which is our opposite side, equals 8 squared, which is our hypotenuse side. So doing that, we have negative 5 squared is 25 and 8 squared is 64. Subtract 25 from 64 and we have a squared equals 39. Square both sides and we have a equals plus or minus the square root of 39. So next we put that into our adjacent area and we can find the rest of our values now. So we have sine, which is given, and then we have cosecant, which is the opposite of sine, so it'll be negative 8 over 5, which is hypotenuse over opposite. And then we have cosine, which is square root of 39 over 8, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. And we don't have to do any rationalizing there. Then we know secant is the opposite of cosine, so it'll be hypotenuse over adjacent, but we have to rationalize it because we can't leave the square root of 39 on the bottom. So multiply both the top and bottom by the square root of 39, and we have 8 square root 39 over 39. Then for tangent, which is opposite over adjacent, we have negative 5 over the square root of 39. We can't leave that at the bottom, so we have to multiply both the top and bottom by the square root of 39, and that gives us negative 5 square root 39 over 39. And cotangent we know is the opposite of tangent, so it'll be adjacent over opposite, and that will be square root of 39 over negative 5.